Well, good day and welcome to Drive Time. Today we are chatting all things success. How does success happen? What does real success look like in life? And it's interesting, my podcast of Big Success podcast is really where I ask very successful people what made them successful, what is success to them. And if I take an amalgamation, or if I take all of those people that I've interviewed and asked them about success, it's really interesting to see the level of response about what is success. And really, in most cases, the definition that people come up with around success is not about material possessions. It's not about that. It's about choice. It's about the freedom to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want, how you want to do it. And it's that freedom of choice that is where most people perceive success to be. And so if you think about what success looks like to you, and I think the biggest learning for me in doing the Big Success podcast, which, by the way, I launched doing them in January. They start going live in January. If you want to subscribe, head over to the website, bradsugars.com, and you can subscribe to my newsletter, which will get you on the podcast list. But what happens in defining success is that each of us has to, at some point, define what success looks like for us. So if you sit back and define success for you as, success for me is the ability to travel, 60 days of the year, or a success for me is the ability to be able to pay for my kids to go to private school. Each of us has a different definition of success. But I think the key to having success in your life is, first of all, defining what is success to you. What does success mean to you? And I don't care how many people I've interviewed, how many people I've discussed the subject with, I don't think I've ever got the exact same definition of success for two people. They might have quoted a definition of success, but then when you dig deeper, you find that there is more meaning to success than just the definitional part of success of, the freedom to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want, at whatever level you want. I think that if we look at how success happens, the first step in any of it. Oh, thanks for typing in where you're at. Good to see we're in Guyana. If you're new to Drive Time, we all type in what city we're in so we know where the drive is taking us today. Yeah, thanks for doing that, gang. Please type it in right now. So when we look at the first step of success, the first step is very clearly defining what success is to you. Now, some people call that defining your dreams, defining your goals, whatever methodology or whatever terminology you want to use. Defining your dreams and goals, or getting clear on what success means to you, is the first stage of it happening. Oftentimes people can tell me what they don't want in their life, but it's rare that they can show what they do want. In your business, what does success look like to you in your business? How many hours a week would you be working? What days of the week would you be working? How much money would you make? How well would the business run? What number of customers would you have? How often would the business, all of these things that define success. And not taking the time to define success makes it very difficult. I think it was Deepak Chopra said the seeds of desire bring about the ability to have. It's that defining success, knowing what success means to you, is the first stage in making that a reality. So think back to what is success to you. In fact, allocate an hour of your life tonight, today. Allocate 1 hour of your life to define success in one area of your life. Get started with just one area. It might be define success in health. It might be define success in relationships. It might be define success financially, or define success in your business. But whatever area you pick, invest 1 hour today defining what is success to you in that area of your life. And once you've done that, you can start to get on a roll, and you start to say, okay, tomorrow I'll do another area of my life, the next day another. And eventually you build this picture, or this definition for you, of what success looks like, okay? Call it dreams, call it goals, call it whatever you like. but the definition of what is success to you is what we're looking for. Now, once you've defined what success looks like for you, then you have to go to step 2. Step 2 is saying, okay, what do I need to learn in order to do that? Because you can't create that success without growth. You have to grow into your success. You have to grow into what you're doing. Stephen, good to have you on the drive. Make sure you type in where you're at for me. Ryan, good to have you on the drive. Type in where you're at. So what we do, we define what success looks like, and then second of all, we determine what do I need to learn to make that a reality. Once you know what you need to learn to make it a reality, it becomes so much simpler. Well, I got to read these 30 books, or I got to go and take these 3 courses, and I got to read these books, I got to subscribe to this podcast, I got to do this, this, and this. You know, once you have those definitions, then the whole thing changes for you. Once you have those definitions of what I need to learn, what is success, what do I need to learn? The third thing is to make sure you grow. So you've got to grow as a person. You got to change your belief structure. You got to change the way you focus. You got to change your habits. You know, the old saying of you don't define your level of success, but you define your habits, and your habits define your level of success is very, very easy. So here we are thinking about what we're doing. Emilio, good to have you on the drive. Make sure you type in where you're at. We get to this thing called success, and we say, okay, I've defined what success is. I've determined what I need to learn. Now I've got to be willing to grow. Me as a person has to be willing to grow, to change, to adapt, to become better. If I get better, life gets easier. If I get better, business gets easier. You know, no part of life is ever going to get easier unless you get better. So keep focused on the fact that your goal is to get better, and therefore life will get easier. Okay, simple theories that work year after year, time after time. The fourth step in success is celebrating it as you get it. As you get closer to success, keep celebrating. Don't wait till the end to celebrate. Make sure you celebrate as you get each step. You know, when you're training, I got a new puppy at home, and every time the puppy does the right thing, it gets a treat. We celebrate as it moves towards the right thing. As it goes party outside, great, give it a treat. As it does the right things, give it a treat. You got to do that with yourself. Human beings do more of what we feel good about. We do more when we feel good. You got to celebrate those successes. Now, I've met some business people who are like, yeah, I don't need to celebrate the success. I feel good on the inside. Well, you may not need to, but your team does. Your team's put in all the hard work, all the hard energy. Maybe you need to stop and have a celebration for your team. Maybe you need to go and have a night out with the team, or take them on I don't know, go-karting, or take them to the movies, or do something so that you can recognize their hard work and celebrate the fact that you're getting more successful because of the work that they are doing. So keep understanding, success is a process. Success is a science. It's something we grow into. As you grow, as you get better, success happens. Whenever anyone is challenged with success in their life, I always go back to that very simple thing. Well, show me your habits. Show me your rituals, as I call them. And if you've been with me a while, you know I spell rituals, R-I-C-H-U-A-L-S, okay? Because what makes us rich in life is doing the things that make us rich over and over again. Some people call them habits. I like to call them rituals because I'm proactive about it. I define that that's what I'm doing. I define the fact that I am going to create this life, create this person that creates this life. If I build me, because really in life, if you want success, you got to understand your biggest success is you. Your biggest success in life is building yourself into the person you need to be, into the person you want to be. Creating the best version of you is what success is all about. So who are you now? Who do you need to become in order to create the best version of you so that success becomes a reality in your world? here at the office, here at my TV studio. I'm going to get into the studio and record a couple new podcasts. So be well, keep learning, keep studying, read the books, do the courses, do whatever you need to do so that you keep growing, so that your dreams and goals become a reality. Take care. Bye for now. See you on the next drive. Oh, what's your biggest lesson? Type it in for me now. What is your biggest learning from this drive? I want to know your biggest lesson. If you type it in, it starts becoming a reality. Bye for now.